Hello everybody, my name's Idiotic Synergy, and today we're talking about the Mutalith Vortex Beast for 1,000 Suns. You heard me correctly. 1,000 Sun players can use this wonderful chunky boy, but they don't. Why? Why don't you use this model more? It looks fantastic, it looks odd, and it fits with 1,000 Suns and Zinch, but I never see it on the tabletop. Why don't people use this model more? It is brilliant. The design of it alone is amazing. And I know someone's going to say, well, if you look at the rules aren't that good. I don't care. Rule of Cool beats all. Yeah, that's it. Rule of Cool beats all. Why not use this model more? Oh, but Magnus, Ehrman, the Sorcerers on the Disc, the Terminators, I don't care. It's something really weird and out there for 1,000 Suns, which fits. And I never see it on tabletop. It is a crime. It is a literal crime, unless you really don't like this model, in which case that's understandable because it is quite an old model. But in my opinion, it still holds up. It looks cool. I like it. I really don't want to start an 1,000 Suns army out of spite. That's a dumb reason to start an army. I've started this army because I just want to have an army of these monsters. Just the most petty reason ever to start an army. But look at it! It's fucking brilliant! Why don't I see more stuff like this from 1,000 Suns? Yes, Magnus looks really cool. Ehrman is awesome. The occult Terminators, or the Scarab occult Terminators, look cool. The Rubik Marines look cool. But this guy exists, and it's such a nice, refreshing thing to see. When most of it's just power armor after power armor. It's nice, it's a nice breather from all that. God damn. I like this model. I also like the fact that this thing here looks like the weird health kits in Soma. If you've never played Soma, play it. It's bloody depressing, but it's also a really good game. It's actually quite a decent game, and it has like a bunch of existential questions like what makes a human, and AI printing and stuff. It's really interesting, but this thing here looks like the health packs where Simon would just stick his hand in, and obviously it would hurt him in some way, but yeah, that's how you heal. This monster looks great. I like how mutated it is. It is just like a weird, gribbly 1,000 Zinch demon that I just like. I like it. And you want to know the best thing about this model? It's not pissing resin or metal, because when I first saw this, I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's like really old, like it's metal or it's resin. No, it's plastic. It's plastic, and you can even use it as a slaughter brute, which I assume is a corn thing. But, again, it's really good. It's plastic. It's a really good model, but you don't see it enough. And I even actually looked up the rules. The rules are fine. The rules are fine. It has some really interesting rules. Like the fact that it can regenerate its wounds at the start of every command phase. Got a 5-up invulnerable save. It detonates when it dies on a 4+, and everything within 6 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds. And in the shooting phase, you use one of these powers, which is really interesting. So when it's at top bracket, you use 2, middle 1, and then when it's down to 1 to 3 wounds, then you can't really use any powers anymore. Well, because there are none. But these powers are really interesting. Like Beams of Unreality, that's really cool against Titanic units. It's basically just this weird monster going, nah, fuck your Titan, and just melting it. Maelstrom of Madness, really interesting roll, especially if you're fighting a character with 1 wound left and then you roll a 2 and then it dies. Turbulent Discharge, which he probably needs to see a doctor. Determine the closest enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to this unit. Then roll 1d6. On a 2 to 4, that unit suffers 3 mortal wounds. On a 5, that unit suffers a flat 3 mortal wounds. And in Material Flare, select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to that model, then roll 1d6 for each model inside that unit. And then for each roll of a 6, that unit suffers mortal wounds. That's really good against Horde models. It's really, like, the rolls are really cool. Also, I pressed something. Also, this B-Tentacle Maul thing is a really underrated melee weapon. Each time an attack is made with this weapon, add 3 to the hit rolls instead of 1. So you can do, you can make 15 attacks, AP -1, damage 1, or just 5 attacks with strength 8, AP -2, damage is a flat 3, hitting on 3s if it's on the top bracket. It's so good! Not only that, it's got the Armour of Contempt roll, because for some reason it's got the Heretic Astartes roll as well. It's such a weird monster. I love it to bits. And also there's a stratagem. There's... there's 2. Okay. This one, at the start of your psychic phase, select 1 model from your army within 6 inches of a friendly Vortex beast. If that model generates Cabal points, generate D3 additional. That's quite good. I don't know anything about Cabal points, but I assume that's quite good. And this one, Etheric Saturation. Use this stratagem in your psychic phase when a psychic character from your army is within 12 inches of the Vortex beast. This is selected to manifest psychic powers. Instead of manifesting 1 psychic power with that model, it is healed and regenerates up to D3 lost wounds. That is brilliant! Hang on, so because it doesn't specify core unit, could you put Magnus next to it and just have him heal? Oh, that's really good. Or Ehrman. Oh, you could put Ehrman near them and just have him heal. That's really cool. Why the hell aren't people bringing this model more? It's brilliant. Yeah, fight me. I think this model's amazing. And it fits. Just look at it. It's such a good model. It's such a good model. I can't start an 1,000 Suns army out of spite, but come on, use them more. They have so much potential inside them. They have so much potential both in gameplay wise, if you care, and in how they look. Just bring more of them. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Like the video if you want. I've got a Ko-fi where you can donate if you want. And I'll see you next time.